What's up guys, Matt Becker here. So one of the newest baits from Yamamoto is really one of the most unique baits that I've ever seen. It's this guy right here. This is the Yamamoto Uni. So this is a sea urchin style bait. It is basically a ball of plastic with a bunch of little arms that kind of have a little ball on the end. So you can see as he wiggles around, he creates a lot of action. It's a really cool bait, but the issue with this bait is it's a little difficult to rig and kind of understand. You know, that's one of the biggest questions that we've got here is how do you rig this bait? How do you fish this bait? So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through what I like to do, how I like to rig this bait, and hopefully help you guys catch some bass on the Yamamoto Uni. So this bait is buoyant by itself. So he's going to float on the surface of the water. So you need to add a little bit of weight to him. So the way that I like to add weight to this bait is going to be a nail weight. So this is the Epic Baits nail weight right here. And I'll vary the weight on it. This is a 1/16. This is what I generally start with. You know, this is going to be a very light, slow falling bait. So I'm going with a 1/16 ounce nail weight. And there's going to be a hole through this entire bait. You know, in the package, he is on a wire to keep him nice and neat and inside the package. So I'm going to take this nail weight and actually insert it through that hole that the bait is in the package on. And it may be a little difficult to push the nail weight through there, but he will get in there. You know, you can just keep messing around with him, get that nail weight in there so he's locked in, sturdy inside that bait. And once he's in there, you know, you're not going to throw him out. You're not going to lose him while you're fishing. And I actually like to leave a little bit of the nail weight exposed, because if he does get down to the bottom, that nail weight's going to hit the bottom and actually create some noise and just have another form of attraction for that. So now that you got a little bit of weight in the bait, I like to take a wacky worm or a Nico style hook. So this is the Trocar TK137, and this is the #1 size. So I like a little bit bigger hook for this bait because there's so much bulk and so much plastic around. I like that little bit bigger hook for you know, this bait in order to make sure that you hook those fish when they do eat it. So I'm going to take this hook and I'm going to go through the opposite side that I ran the nail weight through. Where that nail weight would be coming out, I'm going to start the hook point through that hole and then come out the side of the bait. Okay, so I'm going to run my hook point through that hole and then out the side of the bait. And this plastic is super durable, so you don't really have to worry about this bait coming off the hook at all. But now you've got this rigged up and he is going to sink, you know, slowly, but he is going to sink and get down to those fish that you want to get him down to. And that right there, that's the best way that I've found to rig the Yamamoto Uni. Hopefully you guys can use this technique, get out there, catch some more bass.